Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. The David Alaba SBC is out. What do we think of him? It's a player pick. I like these when EA give us two different versions of a player. In this video, we're going to look at the card. We're going to look at the two cards even. We're going to say which one I think's better, because obviously there is normally going to be a choice. And then we're going to look at it and say, is he going to be worth it? How much is the SBC going to cost? And we'll compare it to some of the other options. So first, I mean, we can't even look at the card here, can we? We'll go actually look at the card here in the concept. David Alaba, pretty good gold centre-back. I saw there was 4 squads there, so that could be quite expensive. I'm streaming this live on my Twitch. If you've not watched my Twitch before, please do come along and check it out. Zelonius92. Twitch chat, can you tell me how much this SBC is going to cost, rough estimate? Okay, so there's 2 of them here. Same work rates, high, skill moves, weak foot. Have they ever changed the height of a player on FIFA in the middle of the game, by the way? People are saying nearly 500k, surely not. Okay, so we've got 2 of them. They have the same pace, same shooting, same passing, dribbling. The only difference is the defending and physical. Well, if you're on new gen, it's a very, very easy decision. You are going to definitely go for the one with physical because you need that physical to get lengthy. With an anchor, this David Alaba can get 96 strength. You need 14 strength or more higher than your agility. A centre-back who can get that good agility and still get lengthy is pretty cracked. David Alaba, though, is only 5'11". One of the things I really rate on FIFA 23 when it comes to centre-backs is fairly tall. I really don't rate smaller centre-backs. 5'11's bordering on that. No, it's definitely plus 14. They changed it. It was 15 and they changed it to 14. Yeah, this David Alaba, the height, it ain't a crazy issue. 5'11 though is bordering on the too small for me. But with an anchor, this card's going to have 96 strength, 95 defensive awareness. He's cracked on the ball. Like, this guy could play in the midfield. Can he play CDM? It's a shame he doesn't have... I swear David Alaba's normal card can play CDM. This guy would have been an absolutely insane CDM, man. I really wish that they'd given him an alternate position of CDM. You could start 5 back there. Honestly, though, I'd potentially be looking at playing this guy CDM. He's a bit small and not quite as quick as some of the other centre-backs. Like, yes, he has nearly the same pace as Virgil van Dijk, but Virgil van Dijk has really high sprint speed. But he's so good on the ball, really good passer. Honestly, though, you can't really even look at that one. Yes, the defending's cracked. Maybe if you're on old gen, you might consider it. But even then, you still want big physical centre-backs. I really don't think there's much choice between these two. If it had been like... The only way I'd have really even considered this guy, the one with more defending, is if it was like 92, 93 defending and like 85 pace. Whereas the high physical one, that's just so much better on this game. So, like, I really don't think there's any choice. It's got to be the physical one. Let's actually compare this physical one, though, to some of the other centre-backs in the league. Or just some of the best centre-backs. So, Virgil van Dijk, 200k tradable. Alaba obviously has very good links as well, being Real Madrid La Liga. I'd rather have Virgil's pace every day. That sprint speed matters more. Much worse passing, much worse on the ball. Virgil's fairly comfortably better defending. I mean, I say that, it's most of the standing, tackle and heading. So this Alaba is really, really good. The physical, Virgil's way better in the air, even though Alaba has more jumping because he's 6 foot. Virgil has quite a bit less stamina, but I don't think that's that relevant. Virgil's stronger. Alaba has better aggression. So physically, Alaba's standing up quite well, but he's way smaller. It's 5 inches. That's going to make a big difference. Makes a big difference, 5 inches does. Virgil van Dijk is way bigger than him. So that's a big, big issue for him. Let's compare him, though, to Rudiger and Militao. Rudiger and Militao are more likely to be the two you're looking at because they're the Real Madrid ones. Let's have a look at Antonio. So Antonio's got much better pace split because I'd rather have the sprint speed. Rudiger's 4 inches bigger. That's a big difference again. Alaba is miles better on the ball, miles better passing. I really don't care too much about the passing. I'll make that clear. The passing's not a big deal. But the agility and balance on this Alaba is amazing. Defending, he's a bit better than Rudiger. Physical, pretty similar. Rudiger's got a bit better strength and aggression, but Rudiger's quite a bit bigger, so I do think Rudiger will be better than the challenge. Honestly, though, if we're comparing these two, it'd be really tight between who I'd choose. I'd still arguably go Rudiger, but it'd be pretty tight. Militao's the more ball-playing, more agile centre-back, though. Let's have a look at him. Not Edison, Eder Militao. Okay, Militao is a lot quicker, like quite a lot quicker. Militao's a lot less agile, a lot less passing. Alaba's got quite a bit better defending. There's only 2-inch difference. And Alaba's a lot better physically. So there is a fair big pace difference, but I don't think you'll notice it massively. I would definitely choose Alaba over that Militao. So honestly, for me, it probably goes like Van Dijk. I'd probably still take Koulibaly and Rudiger over Alaba, and then it'd probably be Alaba over Militao. We need to see what the price though of this card is. If, like I said, if this guy could play CDM, he'd be absolutely amazing there. I really wish they'd made him able to play CDM. It's a real shame that they've not done that for this card. Let me just check first, actually. I'm sure normal Alaba can play centre-back and CDM. Even left-back as well. No, he can't. I don't know why I thought that. Let's have a look at the cost there. I'm going to imagine he's going to be expensive. 84 squad with an 86. 85. 87. 86. And 86 with a team of the week as well. You need an 88 in there. That might put the fodder price up. This card's probably going to be somewhere between 2 to 300k. I'm going to be putting, like, say, 250 to 300k. That really ain't cheap. Considering he's not as good as Van Dijk. Like, I don't think it's really even that comparable. And Van Dijk's tradable. The PK Rulebreaker that came out, I would much rather have Rulebreaker PK, personally. I think Rulebreaker PK is quite a bit better. And Rulebreaker PK is already cheaper tradable than this SBC. If you love Alaba and he fits your team and you've got a lot of untradable fodder and you really want to put it into an SBC, this SBC isn't ridiculous. I think it's maybe like 50k overpriced because you have to compare him to what's currently on the market. And what's currently on the market is very elite, cheap, meta gold centre-backs that Alaba does match up to. And on a game like previous FIFAs where agility, ability on the ball for centre-back would matter more, maybe this Alaba would have been, for me, like a definite one to go for. But currently speaking on this game, it's useful, but I'd rather have the bigger centre-backs. I just think right now it's overpriced. I can't justify paying that when it's an untradeable card. Yes, he's good, but he's not going to last the whole year. And if I'm picking my team, like on my road to glory where I have quite a bit of fodder, I've got Van Dijk and Rudiger. Alaba would fit my team, but I'd much rather have Rudiger over Alaba when Alaba's nearly triple the cost untradeable and Rudiger's 100k. If he was that much better, maybe it'd be justifiable. But when you've got a 100k tradable centre-back in Rudiger and a card 2.5, 3 times as much, even if you've got fodder, I just can't justify that really. I'd like to say if he could play CDM and had a bit more versatility in the team, then I'd really like it. I just can't justify it for me. So for me, it is a no. It's not a shocking card. It's a very solid card. Which the problem is just centre-backs are so cheap on this game right now. Why are you going to pay as much for this as you're going to pay for Rudiger and Van Dijk combined? That doesn't really make sense to me. So for me, it's a no. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on this SBC. Appreciate you guys watching. Keep it spicy. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.